Yo, we are back with another episode of Run the Ropes Media Podcast. And these PLEs and special events are, man, bro, coming quicker than a jobber match, bro. Quick 1, 2, 3, and then we on to the next, bro. Man, we got Saturday night's main event this upcoming Saturday, bro. And I don't know if they've been doing like I feel like Saturday night main events have been the day right before AEW PLE. Like I don't know if it's a pay per view. I don't know if it's just me peeping that. Or
Maybe.
I don't know if it's WWE's random timing, but we also do have AEW pay-per-view this Sunday as well. And I'm gonna do my hardest, bro, so to make sure that we start doing some AEW content over here on this channel. That's gonna be my homework. So if anybody does want us to do more AEW content, y'all gotta let us know in the comment section below. We going based off what y'all want and some of the day-to-day sneaker news that we do wind up hearing. So if y'all are new over here, you got your boy Break, you got my co-host Chilling with Dylan. And start us off, bro. We got Saturday night main event. It's gonna be a good one too. This one is the most stacked Saturday night's main event that we have had thus far, bro. So I know we don't know any particular order as far as the matches, but let's hear what we got.
Yeah, I mean, based off of the previous Saturday night's main event, this is definitely shaping up to be definitely a very good one because we've even touched on it in the past. Based off of the other ones, it's almost like do you even need to watch them? This one, I feel like they're marketing it a little bit more special.
Yep.
In terms of like you actually may need to watch it. We will find out. But I don't know the order of what the card is actually going to be, but let's just get started with this one. Let's talk about Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. This is gonna be a weird one, bro. But I'm gonna get a dub to Damian Priest on this one. Two reasons why. WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre went over with the dub. Second reasoning, Drew McIntyre is supposed to be filming a movie sometime soon. So I'm assuming that they're gonna use this final match as maybe like some time off afterwards. You know, we might not see Drew for a couple weeks after this cage match. Maybe SummerSlam, he's not announced to be in any type of Money in the Bank situation. So it's not like he's in a quote unquote title picture right now. So I'm going to give the dub to Damian Priest only for the strength of, I feel like they not going to let him lose two big matches in a row. And they can, but you know, he needs some kind of retribution after WrestleMania, and on top of that, Drew McIntyre is supposed to be taking some time off again to film this movie. So, what better way to kayfabe, you know, some time off than a crazy steel cage match? So that's why I'm going with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Going into the prediction, I completely forgot about him filming a movie. So if
that's
you
why you got that's why you got your big brother Break. I'm gonna remind you on the little details.
if you excluded that, right? Like, let's say like we weren't reading stuff on the internet and like we just didn't know that was coming up. I feel like Drew McIntyre has to win this match regardless. Yeah. As far as Drew McIntyre's character,
to move on
because I want him done with this, bro.
Yeah,
Drew McIntyre needs to be doing some much more important things.
You remember being a kid and we used to do like Secret Santa and stuff like that. I feel like this was just one of those. Hey, Drew, we got just a bunch of opponents for you, man. Put your hand in the bag and just pick one, and this is gonna be your next. It was so random. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy that they at least are trying to like connect the dots on why these guys should be upset with each other. But in the reality, these guys are beefing for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other than the fact that Damian Priest, yes, he did cash in Money in the Bank on him at Mania. But that, bro, you going to hold that in for a whole, you know.
He forgot about that because of CM Punk.
It, bro, right? Exactly. Know? So, yeah, Damian get the dub. Drew goes off for a little bit, and he moves on to other things.
I'm going to say Drew McIntyre. I'm going to say he gets the W on this one. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me personally just wanting him to win. And
I feel you.
So,
What
next up, let's talk about the tag team match. You got CM
JC
Punk.
Mateo.
Bro, that's gonna get me every time, bro.
Who we get, bro?
Jason Mateo is not participating in Saturday night's main event.
What's the
We
next one?
got we got the tag team match. We got CM Punk teaming up with Sami Zayn and going against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. I know you got thoughts on this one as far as what could potentially happen, so I'm gonna let you go and take the reins on this one.
Tag match. I'm gonna give it to Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. First off, I just feel like this team, this is the first time they're tagging together, and it'll be a shame for them to, have such momentum as far as running Monday Night Raw and then for them to lose this match. I also can see, and the reason why I'm I smell it. I smell a Sami Zayn heel turn. And I don't know if he's first and foremost. Remember WWE, and sometimes I know I dig too deep into things, but Sami Zayn, CM Punk verse started off by saying, I really kind of don't trust you. Like the trust is already there. So Sami Zayn still being in this bloodline picture. You got still got Paul Heyman kind of in his ear and seeing Punk and Seth. Like a lot of this stuff that's still lollygagging around. I'm just like, when can we kind of, go our separate ways? But Sami Zayn heel turn could potentially happen at Saturday night main event. He could either walk out on CM Punk, some kind of accidental hit may happen to cause the other person, cause them to lose the match. I just feel like this is going to be the start of a Sami Zayn heel turn, whether again it's an accident hit on CM Punk and they lose the match, or he just falls out, just turns on CM Punk. Something I feel like is brewing, but I definitely want to go ahead and give the dub to Seth Rollins and my man Braun Breaker.
I'm also going to give the victory to Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. This is a throw together match to me.
Yep.
I mean, it's like a fallout match after WrestleMania. The only tie that CM Punk has is the whole Paul Heyman situation. Seth Rollins and him are going to be battling into the ether, Mero. Like 30 years from now, CM Punk and Seth Rollins are still going to be going at it in their wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm.
And like these guys, I feel like are just never going to be separated. But I don't know if I see a Sami Zayn heel turn. If Sami Zayn doesn't do something important in this, where does this leave him for like the next chapter of this year for Sami Zayn? Really think about it, bro.
Yeah,
Because
real.
he was left off of WrestleMania.
Yeah,
This is like his, coming back into the fold now. So if
that's
he
why.
doesn't do something, what happens to him?
That's why I feel like even if he has a good heel run against Jay, I feel like it's still like he can't play that back burner role again, bro. Like I feel like they throw Sami Zayn in the mix with this stuff with Jay, because he's in the mix with Jay. Jay's not in this match, but you still got Seth Rollins trying to go after this World Heavyweight Championship
Mhm.
now. So indirectly, Jay Uso is kind of intertwined in this. But I feel like whenever you got Jay Uso and Sami Zayn in some kind of capacity, it's always what's gonna happen next. Like even with the whole bloodline stuff, it was all we was waiting on what Sami Zayn was gonna do. Now
Mhm.
I feel like again, it just the full picture isn't focused on Sami Zayn, but it should be. Like I
Yeah.
feel like he's that piece. He's kind of like that Paul Heyman piece. When they added Paul Heyman to the mix with CM Punk and it got more interesting. Adding this Sami Zayn piece is kind of like adding the cheese to the pizza, bro. Like it just makes it that much better because we don't know the direction that they're gonna go. Because originally, when Sami Zayn first came back, I instantly said, I'm getting heel vibes, bro. Like
Mhm.
when Jay won and he was just cheering him on after WrestleMania, I was waiting for him to attack him then.
Me
So
too.
maybe they just prolonging this, but a heel Sami Zayn, I want, especially with KO being out too, because I feel like they always switch. One of them is a heel, one of them is a good guy. Now KO is out for a little bit. I feel like Sami Zayn is about to take over as that heel guy.
I can see that within like a couple of weeks. I don't
Mhm.
think they would do it at Saturday night's main event. I think he let's just segue into the next match because obviously this is interconnected, right? You have
Yeah,
Jey Uso versus Logan Paul for the World Heavyweight Championship. I can throw out the wackiest, craziest scenario where somehow Logan Paul actually wins and
never.
it comes to terms where he signed a deal with Paul Heyman. Why do we keep having Paul Heyman mention Logan Paul in the backstage segments? Why is Seth Rollins intermingling with him constantly now? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just listened to the Busted Open radio today and heard Bully Ray singing Logan Paul praise, talking that within this year he's going to end up being world heavyweight champion at some point in some capacity.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. And my thing is, I don't want them to get to the point where we don't take Logan Paul serious as a heavyweight contender for the heavyweight championship. Because as of now, whenever they put in Logan Paul versus a heavyweight champion, he's lost.
But
You know,
that's the intrigue about this one because now
it
he's
is.
finally going up against somebody who he could actually beat.
I feel
There
like
was
it's
no
the intrigue. I definitely feel like the intrigue is there. I just feel like it's just another one of those. We need Logan Paul to draw in a huge crowd, and he does it every single time. Like let's not act like they haven't given him gold already. I just felt like his title run as a US champion wasn't memorable for them to just throw the world heavyweight. I don't think he's ready yet. Can I see it happening? Yes.
but
I
hold
can see
on.
it happening, but I don't think he's ready. I don't even really think Jay's ready just yet, but he's doing it because of how over he is 100%. It may take some time. Like, let's not act like when John Cena first won his championship. Granted, he held that WWE championship for a long time, his first reign, but some people might have thought John Cena wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Logan Paul? I'm just not ready for that, Dylan. I'm going to keep it a buck.
Well, that's
I'm
what
going
I'm
to keep it a
saying.
buck.
So
I'm not.
let me get
Go
back
ahead.
to it.
Go
I know
ahead.
you're not ready. I also don't think it is going to happen this Saturday. I still think it's too fresh for Jay to lose the title.
Facts.
However, you just said something very, very crucial when you're talking about the sport of professional wrestling. You said they're using Logan Paul to draw a big crowd for Saturday night's main event. Well, at what point do them using him for big crowds? Because at the end of the day,
It got
what's
to be a payoff.
at the end of the day, what is one of the most important things for WWE?
As long as that person can put some seats, put some butts in them chairs.
Thank
That's their
you.
main
And
thing.
at what point do them using him to market a show like as a bigger show, right? Do they put a major world title on the guy? I
I
know
think
you're not ready.
maybe when he a face, I don't know, bro.
It's a
I
good
just
question.
like
They love the guy, bro.
who is
They
they? You talking about the fans or just WWE?
they would not put him in these big moments. Think about what he has
Yeah.
done already. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. They already had them
Seth Rollins, like
Seth Rollins, they already had
he's
him,
been against
be
main
a
event.
champion. Like,
Yeah.
they obviously like him backstage. Triple H is obviously taking a liking to him. He's sung his praise after multiple press conferences now, saying that he is no longer, in his eyes, this is what Triple H said, a celebrity participant. He is a WWE superstar.
See,
And I
you
know
know,
you're not ready,
I,
but the last thing I'll say about it before we move
mhm.
on to the main event, when you seriously look at that past Monday Night Raw, and you look at a guy like Gunther who has just held the world heavyweight title and was built up to be this dominant, great champion, my man Logan Paul outshined him.
You know what I need and we're gonna move on from here. And because me and Dylan has had Logan Paul talks for some time. And I think what was really truly, and hear me out, bro, was really truly holding me back from fully getting behind Logan Paul is the fact that I feel like he's on like a Roman Reigns schedule, bro. And I feel like he hasn't put in the work. And this might sound so weird from a guy
It's a
sitting in the
fair
chair
criticism.
it's just fair. I'm ready for Logan Paul to be on the road. I want to see him every week in the ring, bro. That's gonna make me feel like he's more of a wrestler when I'm seeing him every week, not just knocking somebody out and dipping, but just actually being on a Monday Night Raw consistent and stacking up dubs or just inconsistent matches. It still feels like this is a celebrity that y'all bringing in, and we only getting him at WrestleMania. We only get him at SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble. When you package somebody like that, you put him in the same work schedule as a Roman Reigns, where we rarely see Roman Reigns. So I'm just ready for and to put respect. And now I gotta bag up and come back and put respect on the Miz, because when we had our conversation about the Miz, I still said I look at him as a TV personality / wrestler, in which I still do. But the Miz put in work. The Miz put in work.
Oh yeah.
So it's like he's a wrestler because he wrestled weekly live events. And again, we in a different age where maybe Logan Paul doesn't have to do that. But when you come from a guy who's watched wrestling for years and have seen Stone Cold on Monday Night and SmackDowns, Undertaker Monday Night and SmackDown, Triple H, The Rock, Kurt Angle, RVD, Chris Jericho, these are those guys. But when you just popping up if you got a match every 2 matches every 3 months, I'm just looking at you like you come in when you want to, and you just that celebrity guy. That's it.
Now we're gonna move on after this. It's an extremely fair criticism, right? That he is not there week in and week out. However, the only caveat, bro, who is really there week in and week out now?
I give you that.
Because
I give you that.
even the guys who are there consistently ain't there every week anymore, bro. This is a different WWE.
You're right. I need to change with the times. I give you that. I give you that. Change with the times.
At the end of the day, we both have Jey Uso winning Saturday night.
Jey Uso got it. Yep.
All right.
What's the last one?
At least we can agree on that.
Hey, bro, we getting better, yo. We getting better. What's the last match, bro?
Last one, you got the main event. I presume, obviously, you got John Cena versus R-Truth for no title.
No title.
So, knowing it's not for a title,
bro.
But hold on, knowing it's not for a title, bro, I can
you think John Cena?
I can see them pulling something where R-Truth gets it done, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then they make the next match a title match, and then John Cena. Like, that just seems like some WWE type stuff. R-Truth gets a random win over his hometown, over his childhood, over his lifelong, all of these things you can think about. See, I didn't think about that. They could, because there's a reason why they doing no title. You know what I'm saying? He get a random dubs interference. Cody could potentially come back. You know, somebody can cause John Cena to lose this match. R-Truth get the dub, and it just surprises everybody. But I feel like John Cena would agree to something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's my official prediction, by the way. You literally just said
R-Truth? What exactly what I said?
R-Truth wins because Cody returns and costs Cena the match.
But what does this do for the next? So you think Cody returns and then Cody's a challenger next for the championship, or is it somebody else returns and causes John Cena this match, and then they gonna be the opponent at Money in the Bank? That's even if he's at Money in the Bank.
He's going to be at Money in the Bank.
He is?
Yep. No, I think it's Cody. I think Cody returns. It's tough only because it's Saturday night main event. It's not like a big PLE. You know, so I could just see.
But they treat Saturday night main event big, though.
They try to.
You know what I'm saying? They try to. So let's not act like it can't happen.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
gonna
let's
say it.
act,
I'm just
yeah.
going out on a whim, and I'm just gonna put it
That's
out
a
there.
good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. That's a good one. And I kind of came up on that one on the fly because you said
Yeah.
no title. So in a sense, he can win, but how can he win? And I
That's
can definitely see.
immediately what I thought when because originally I thought it was for the title,
Mhm.
and then as soon as I found out there's no title on the line, I go, "Bro, R-Truth wins."
Yeah. That would be R-Truth's biggest dub in like 10 years as well, man.
Yeah.
So but the WWE respects R-Truth, bro. He's almost like one of those like national treasures for them,
Yeah.
man. You know, real talk. Like WWE didn't release a lot of people over the years, bro. R-Truth has stayed like they don't want to get rid of him, bro.
A
They know
true vet, man.
he's a true vet. He probably does great with the wrestlers in the locker room. That's just one of them pieces that they don't want to leave or they don't want to get rid of. Plus, they know this is John Cena. R-Truth for the dub.
Let's
R-Truth for
go.
the dub. R-Truth get the dub, bro. He get which is though. But this is what because I feel like this could have been some great promo between the two. Real,
Yeah,
we got no promo. We got no. Last we seen John Cena, he attitude adjusted that man through a table, and now we got a match. So no build up.
but
Like they've had
what
past,
did I tell you, though? This
they've had
isn't
a pass though. Like this could have been a great build. Even
same
like
with Or
Randy
same with
Orton,
Randy
yeah,
Orton, bro. You talk
yeah.
about
See,
history. It's
because at
just
one point
of
in
it
time, R-Truth was a heel. Him and I think him and John Morrison was
him and The
doing some
Miz.
stuff.
Him and the
And yeah, and the Miz too. Like
Yeah.
and like I remember like John Cena versus R-Truth in like I want to say like a cage match, like maybe 10 couple years, like 10, 15 years ago. They had them a little feud going on too, man. So yeah, R-Truth for the dub. R-Truth for the dub on that one, man. That was a good one.
And that's the only you know, this is John Cena's farewell. Like I said previously, we're not going to get these extended storylines. We're just not.
Yeah.
How can they? I think after Money in the Bank, there's like 16 dates left.
And they already announced his last match is gonna be in Boston at the
Yeah.
end of the year. So like we got the start and finish, y'all.
We're
We just
we're
need
we're
to we just
rounding second. We're
yeah, yeah.
rounding second already. So
Yeah, man. It's gonna happen quick, bro. It's almost seemed like Mortal Kombat. Like he just got John Cena, and each level he just
yeah.
beating the next person till he get all the way to the top and lose the belt.
Yeah.
That's honestly what it's saying. Like, cause again, no build up. Like
Yeah.
R-Truth is so funny on a mic that it just would have been good. It
It
just
would
would
have
have
been
been
good.
good TV. It would have been good TV. But y'all let us know how y'all feel about Saturday night main event matches in the comment section below. Let us know how y'all feel about our predictions. I feel like we spot on with these, man. I feel like these are pretty solid predictions. But if y'all got anything else, y'all let us know how y'all feel in the comment section below. And other than that, man, take us home, bro.
That's it, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the content, follow us on Instagram and now TikTok. We joined TikTok, so make sure you guys go follow us over there. And as Carrie and Cross would say, TikTok.
TikTok,
And
man. Hey, give my man Karrion Cross some TV time, bro. For real, for real. He needed.
that's right. So that's it, man.
And other than that, y'all, again, smash the thumbs up, subscribe. Subscribe. We want to get to that 200. I almost said 200K, bro. Like the goal to get to 200K. Let's get to that 2,000 first. And then we're gonna add a couple more zeros behind it, man. But we need y'all help and support, man. So subscribe, share the video, hit that thumbs up. And other than that, you got your boy Break.
Got Dylan.
And we out.
Peace.